Welcome. I'm Graydon, and this has been Buster, where I buy, watch, review budget bin movies for you. Today's movie is our fourth one in our Dollar Tree month. Yay! This month has given me a lot more movies to watch and a lot more movies that I've never even heard of to review for you guys. So you guys can find these at your local Dollar Trees. Without further ado, Scout's Honor. This is a good one. Oh wait, it's actually Three Fingers, sorry. Scout's Honor. This one's actually a very good one. It is Nature Calls with Patton, Oswalt, Riggle, Johnny Knoxville, and Patrice O'Neill. It's Bad News Bears meets Boy Scouts. In this funny comedy about a well-meaning scout leader who takes his troop on an unauthorized camping trip that goes horribly and hysterically wrong. That, my friends, is Nature Calls. And as always, I'm going to give you my good, my bad, my thoughts, and my overall ratings on this Magnet release. It's by Magnet right there. So, the good. These four gentlemen right here. The cast along with Darrell Hammond. I love Darrell Hammond from his time on SNL, especially playing Sean Connery in the Celebrity Jeopardy skits. That was hilarious. Riggle has grown on me with Holy Moly. Johnny Knoxville, I've always been a fan of. I have Bad Grandpa up here. I'm usually not a fan of his jackass stuff, but he does have some funny moments in movies as well, especially in the Men in Black series. Patton Oswalt has always been a foil for like Kevin James and stuff in like King of Queens, so it's good to actually see him having a starring role in a movie like this. And he's also Pip the Troll, for those of you guys, spoiler alert, he's Pip the Troll now in the MCU. Good casting there, folks. But and Patrice O'Neill kind of has the same kind of sense of humor Riggle does. Kind of sarcastic. I kind of like them, all four in this movie. They play their roles very well. And it's they gel together at times. Especially these two, Riggle and Patrice O'Neill, they're actually in the movie together a lot. So they play off of each other very well. And a good comic troupe or a good comic people or comedians make for good comedies. Sometimes. Not always, but this one is one of those that they all bring their own unique taste and style to stuff, and it works very well. It starts off with a very somber tone about death. When Patton Oswalt's dad is sick, we learn about this. And one of the guys who's trying to get into the Scouts group finds out his dad's dead, who actually happens to be Patrice O'Neill in this movie, who's not dead, who was just in a horrible car accident in the hospital. So when he got home, his kids, including his son and his daughters, thought he was a ghost. Yeah, literally, that's what happens in the movie. Yeah. Turns out that Patton Oswalt's character got it wrong with the obituary. It was Patrice O'Neill's brother's obituary, not his, so yeah, he got it wrong. But we find out that his nephew, Randy's nephew, is Kirk's adopted son from Africa, Dwande. Dwande wants to be out in the outdoors. He wants to be in this. He does it. He has this birthday party, and all the kids that are left in the troop that he's running, that Randy's running, go to this party, and they are all excited about it. Dwande doesn't have fun, so his uncle comes up to his window and says, "Hey, you want to go camping?" And so he ends up going camping with him and all the other boys. Doesn't really kidnap him there, our scout troop. He doesn't have permission slips at all for this unauthorized thing. And they go into this area that's a state forest, state park, that is roped off and they can't go in there. So they go in there, they sneak in. Yeah, you see where this is going. Due to his nature in Africa, Dwayne wants to be outside, and so that's what he does. He follows this troop. They go to Randy's house, like when his brother Kirk finds out that the kids are gone, he goes over to his brother's Randy's house. He just doesn't come in and look around. They start trashing the place. Him and Riggle start trashing the place. It's like, whoa! They throw stuff everywhere to the point where Riggle says that he's going to tear the toilet off the wall. I'm like, what? That part made me laugh because they're tearing stuff up. They're throwing stuff everywhere. And Kirk's wife, Janine, is like, why are you guys doing this? He's not home, definitely. We're sending him a message. And Tara, It's just hilarious. If you haven't seen this movie, watch it just for that scene. That scene's hilarious. So, Kurt, his business partner, Ed, Patrice O'Neill's dead dad character, goes after the kids that are ready. And then eventually leaves her need hope with Patrice O'Neill's character's kids, and the moms of all these other boys show up, and now we have minivans in the chase for Randy and the kids, too, finding them. Overprotective parents are trying to keep their kids safe. Go after all kids, Randy and Kirk, while Kirk's friends come after them as well. And so does the state trooper. So there's the park security that's all played by Darrell Hammond that's on their team. It's like, this is hilarious. In the chase scene, it's like, you just see minivans after minivans. Well, where did they go? Oh, they went that way. And meanwhile, Randy is here. He gives an inspirational speech to the boys. So this is what Sky's about. Dwande follows up the hill. All the other boys don't want to be left out, so they follow him up too. And we come to behold, they're amazed by the sight that they see up there. The sun setting, everything looks gorgeous. They're in awe. The boys are having fun. And that's what this is about. All he wanted to do was have these boys have fun outside. And with that, there's a campfire. Kirk comes up. Hilarity ensues. Johnny Knoxville's character, Kirk, Patton Oswalt get both set on fire. The old man, who's their dad, salutes, puts down his brake on his wheelchair, and unhooks his air tank so that when it explodes, he's dead. Dwande, they get up the ashes. The brothers are at odds with each other. Dwande takes the ashes and spreads them out like his grandfather wanted. That's very touching. In a comedy, you don't really have much of these touching moments, but something like that actually works in a film like this. It was a matter of respect. And respect because of the both brothers. They're actually well off. We're at the end of this movie where I don't usually spoil the endings. He's actually has all the kids camping in his backyard, and he's actually still out in the forest, in the wilderness. With this chick that helps saves the kids. Some chick on a motorcycle. Which I'm going to get to right now on my bad. My bad is, guys, you ladies, boys, girls, whoever's watching this, when you ride a motorcycle, don't wear shorts, and don't do it naked. There's a scene in here where you see a naked lady on a motorcycle. And the boys are like, you're talking pre-teenage boys. They're like, it's a naked lady. She's on a motorcycle. And they're all excited. Ah! Yeah. It's just that I knew it was rated R going in. All the feel-good moments. Not necessarily ruin that. The bad was the safety issue of that. There was no safety because there is no safety when it comes to burning yourself on a motorcycle. There's no safety whatsoever with that. That's why it's bad. There's no safety in that. But like I said, this movie is a coming-of-age story about boys coming to their own, finding out what they like and wanting to do with their lives. From overprotective mothers who won't let their kids be anywhere without cell service, or won't let them camp out anywhere other than the backyard or in a parking lot. When they go out and answer the call of nature, all hilarity and becoming a man happens. And as always, if you find this at your local Dollar Tree, make it a movie night. And remember to dive right in. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, I give it 3.5 stars. It's that good, it's going on my shelf. Almost forgot that rating too. But remember, it even says right here on the box, manhood is the only badge that matters. Like I said, it's a coming-of-age story with the boys becoming men, learning what they like, telling their parents, this is what I want to do. I want to go camping. I want to be outdoors. Away from their phones, away from computers, away from their overprotective parents. Yes. If you find, like I said, if you find this at your Dollar Tree, buy it. You're going to have a good time with it. You're going to have a good time. Remember to make it a movie night and to dive right in.